Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hartsville Arena for the 2024 NJCAA South Atlantic District Championship. Aubrey Elmore here with you on the call with Chad Brillante. Chad survived yesterday, the 4 games, and today we have a heck of a matchup. Pensacola State College and Gulf Coast State College.
Well, okay, first off, though, we get free food and sit up here in a booth while they did all the work, so I appreciate the 4-game part, but these ladies are coming out for what is going to be an exciting matchup here tonight, Aubrey. You got 2 teams, 1 and 2. You got 6 teams that entered the tournament. You got your 1 and 2 seeds. 2 teams that are pretty much top 10 in the country. You have a team in Gulf Coast at number 5 and Pensacola State coming in at number 11. Gulf Coast has got the best of the first 2 matchups, able to win 3-0. However, you're at home, there's a lot of energy, and I think yesterday, just from what we saw, Pensacola State really put away St. Petersburg. It was probably the most dominant game we've seen. It was the most dominant game we've seen in this tournament so far. On the other hand, you have a Gulf Coast team. They were going back and forth against a really good and well-coached St. Johns River team, but at the same time, they maybe are saying, okay, as good as we are walking into this and as dominant as we've been all season, this is still going to be one heck of a matchup.
No doubt about it. Definitely different for Gulf Coast being battle-tested as both of these teams' rosters are now being called out. I just wanted to point out Maddie Goodwin yesterday in her first set had 7 kills in that one set. And, you know, I talked to Coach Patty Gandolfo after that game. She said that's really unheard of in what we see in volleyball, just having a heck of a game. And it's going to be interesting to see if she could take what she did yesterday and bring it to the table today.
And both these teams as we get set to go for the national anthem. So we'll take a moment here, especially thanking all of our troops here on Veterans Day week.
After the national anthem, as Chad mentioned, it is Veterans Day weekend here in the U.S. as the Commodores are going to be announced first. And, you know, like we were saying, yesterday they were battle-tested, but I kind of want to look back at Pensacola State and their stats. You got some stats for us, Chad, that we could look at?
When you look at it, this is a team, you know, we've talked about some of the key names. Obviously, Maddie Muir, what she's done, being the libero, and really a catalyst of just controlling the tempo of a lot of these games. Being able to be, it's like that person where you think you have the shot and all of a sudden she comes out of nowhere with the dig. But you look across the board, Reese Farr had a huge game yesterday, came up with some huge kills at the net, and then you look at the stat that really stands out, and we were talking about this earlier. I'm not going to take credit. You actually found it, so I'm just the one reading it. But when you talk about Bruna Marinari, and she just got announced here in the starting lineups, she's 3rd in the entire country in hitting percentage. And that's where, you know, we talked about yesterday Emma Van Dusen, the game. When she came in, she always made her shots count. Like, you knew that when she was in, she was going to make a big shot. Well, Bruna, when she gets her opportunities, and it might not be every but 5 or 6, 7 points in a set. But when she does, she makes it count, and you need those players that step up. Her name might not come up in the top 3 in points, but just so accurate. And this team, both these teams are here for a reason. This is going to be exciting. As a fan of the game, a fan of sports, just watching this, I'm excited because from what we saw yesterday, I'll say, you called their games all season. I've had a chance to watch both these teams. It seemed Pensacola State played better volleyball yesterday. However, clearly Gulf Coast, the record speaks for himself, number 5 in the country for a reason, and they took care of business when they were faced with a little bit of adversity, which sometimes shows more character than those games that you just go out and dominate. So I'm just excited for what should be a great volleyball matchup, and I don't think those 3-0 matchups early on is anything of what we're going to see here today. I expect this to go 4, possibly 5 sets.
I do as well, and bringing up Gulf Coast State and looking back at their season, 23-4 overall, now 14-0 in conference play. They're on a 5-game winning streak, 14-1 at home, 4-1 on the road, and for Pensacola State College, they're 19-8. 11-3 in conference play, 2 of those losses coming from Gulf Coast on a 4-game winning streak, 14-4 at home, and they're back home here for this big championship game. They're 2-2 on the road and 3-2 in neutral site games. Teams are being called, and something interesting that I found out. I know you were talking about Gulf Coast State's head coach Scott Allen. So Scott Allen has an interesting history with volleyball. He actually played for Air Force, and yeah, that's incredible. Has some great highlights of his coaching career. He's 86-44 as a .662 winning percentage, and yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. Being at Veterans Weekend, he played for the Air Force right after high school.
Well, and look, you don't mean to judge people, but we do as society everywhere you go. If you see a guy that is 330 pounds and just cut, there's a possibility he played football. When you see a guy like Scott walking by, we're not short guys. I try to add the spiky hair for another couple inches, but when it comes down to over 6 foot tall guys, but you walk by a guy like Scott, and clearly you look up. The interview is sort of the mic up, so there's a good chance that he played volleyball, basketball, one of those sports where you're talking to a guy. Hey, look, we've been blessed. God bless us with all the gifts. When you're that tall, don't waste it. A lot of people would love to be that tall. So Scott, awesome coach, and he's taken what he's learned from college, especially, think about it, volleyball. What goes into making a good team in volleyball? Discipline, composure, getting the right shot. Soccer and volleyball are probably the 2 biggest sports where you might have a number of sets, a number of attacks to get that perfect shot. And I think what you see is Scott brings the Air Force discipline. So you get a military discipline background into already a team that is full of talent. And it sets up for 5 freshmen in the starting lineup at a 6, and this team still is sitting here at number 5 in the country.
It's so impressive, and both teams play very similar styles as well, and we talked about this a lot yesterday. We see the pass, the set, and the kill, and that's what they go for immediately. Both of these teams did that yesterday, so it's going to be interesting to see how they each balance each other out and how the styles will change today.
Before the game, they were throwing out the miniature volleyballs to the crowd. Last time somebody did that, I remember I did not know it was one of these exploding balloons. So, yeah, that was, I'm always like hesitant to.
Was it like water balloons? Or?
No, I don't think they were trying to, I think it was a prank. I don't think I thought I was part of a gift, but gift giveaway, but you want to see people go crazy. Shoot a $1 hot dog or T-shirt into a crowd.
No.
Everybody all of a sudden has rabies, but give me that. But, all right. Well, we're ready for what should be a great matchup here today, Aubrey. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in throughout the week as we've had a blast here. For all the other teams in it as well, the folks from Palm Beach, the folks from St. John's River as well, Pasco, Hernando, and also yesterday in the St. Petersburg matchup. All 4 of those teams making their trips back. We appreciate everybody tuning in and for all the fans out there watching.
No doubt about it. We appreciate you all listening live on the Pensacola State College Pirate Network. And getting the volleyball first is Gulf Coast State College. And number 5, Melanie Salzar, will be the one to start things off in the 2024 NJCAA South Atlantic District Championship. Salzar with the serve. It's across the net. Schussler with the set as that one goes across. Gulera with the hit over Katie Wolf. And the points for the Pirates out of the gate. They'll take the 1-0 lead.
Yesterday, Katie already out there had a great game, 7 attacks and kills, and right out of the gate with one here to start. So yesterday, tied for second on the team, only behind Maddie Goodwin, but we talked about that was one of the most phenomenal games we've ever seen.
No doubt about it, Wolf is back, and the Pirates will get back-to-back points. Chad, here we are. I mean, I said it yesterday, it was important for the Pirates to get out to a fast start. We saw in a lot of their games early on in the year, it was a slow start, and they're starting off quick here.
Great start, and also getting a player like Katie Wolf going is one that is going to be huge for Pensacola State.
Got a bat at Worship with the big hit. Strong play at the net from the Pirates. Schussler playing it. Back it over. Schussler with the backdoor hit. What's going towards the ground? Maddie Meir claims that she kept the ball in the air, but they blew the whistle. And the points will go to the Commodores, 2-1.
That was an incredible play, and it shouldn't shock anybody. We talked about the stats yesterday. Maddie Meir sitting there with over 500 when it comes to being able to control more than any other player really in the league when it comes down to digs.
Tough play to make by Katie Wolf. That one will hit the floors. 2-2 game here in set 1, this championship round. Worsham with the serve, almost perfect. Great play by Maddie Meir. Back it over. Pirates with the hit. Schussler with the set. The whistle is blown, and the Pirates will take the points. A legal hit called on the Commodores.
And going back to Maddie Meir and looking yesterday, she had 12 digs. You're talking about a season where they've had 27 games, and she's averaged close to 17 digs per game. So I guess she was off leading the team with 12 yesterday.
Unbelievable year for Maddie Meir, sophomore returner for the Pirates. Serves this one across the net. Salzar gets a piece, and it's on the floor, and she will take the points. 3-3 tied up game.
Well, and you see a little bit of a chess match. Yesterday, Aubrey, we watched both these teams in the later games, and they both came on the attack. They knew they were the better team. They knew that they had to put away their opponent. They didn't want to get in a back-and-forth volley. Both these teams are being a little more composed. They understand that both of them are capable at the net. And right when I say that, taking care of business, it's once in a while we just got to put it away.
Definitely so. Riley Carter, another Pirate returner, puts that one away, as Chad says. 4-3, they have the lead. Pirates are back with the volleyball. They'll serve it across the net. That's Olivia McDaniel. And over Lord Schussler, play. She sets this one up. Maddie Meir looking it over, and the points for number 12, Maddie Goodwin, the freshman, adding one more to the point total.
Great shot right there. Maddie Goodwin had one heck of a game yesterday. Talked about it. Had 35 attacks and 17 kills. That was more than double any other player on her own team in a 3-0 win.
Hard hit across, and the whistle is blown. The points will go to the Commodores. They're saying that Riley Carter, I believe, touched the net, and that is why the whistle was blown.
It happens.
At 5-4. Saw it quite a few times yesterday. 23 with the serve for Gulf Coast. What a hit. And they're saying that is out of play. I mean, great attempt there by Maddie Goodwin. Did all she could do there. The call just went Gulf Coast away.
And a lot of these teams, they're all capable of winning every single point based on what they've done all season long. But, once in a while, you get that opening on the side, Aubrey, and you look over. Everything is right there. It's like that strike in baseball or softball right down the heart of the plate when you foul it off, and they're so upset because they know they're not going to see another 92 down the middle.
No doubt about that one. Another point. That is 3 in a row, 7-5. The Commodores' advantage.
And some teams, everybody's different. The Commodores, they move quick. Yesterday in a game, we looked up. St. John's River was up 2 in the third set. Boom, right just like that. You had the Commodores up by 6. They quickly score points and quick streaks as well.
Commodores making the Pirates defenders work here. Great play at the net for number 6, Riley Carter and Maddie Goodwin. And Goodwin will head back to serve for the Pirates. Pirates answering right back with a point of their own.
Yeah, Riley Carter with 2 blocks yesterday. You had a well-balanced attack. Both these teams not the tallest, but they both do a great job rotating. And yesterday you had 6 different ladies with 2 blocks at the net.
Hit across. That one's going to fly out of play. Pirates points. Last touched off of number 4 for Gulf Coast. That is Jaden Rogers. Had a big game yesterday. 7-7 game. Serve across from Goodwin. Maddie Meir there and waiting. Schuessler setting it up for Katie Wolf. Play at the net. Libero sends it back over. Schuessler the set. That one's going to go out of play. Riley Carter.
Great shot, and looking up here as we take a look here at Pensacola State and their squad, the Pirates, these ladies are ready. But up where you can't see right now is we're taking a look once again at Maddie Goodwin. But 2023 Gandolfo Conference champions, Pensacola State. So they remember last year and coming through.
Get over. That one's going to hit the floor. Points going to the Commodores, 8-8. Back and forth matchup as we do have some substitutions. CC Worship checking into the game for number 12, Eleni Fazo. And Aguilera with the serve. That one's going to go across and will be out of play. It's 9-8, Pirates advantage.
Back and forth. Both these teams have come to play here today. A lot of excitement, a lot of energy in the building, and for good reason. This is going to be a fun volleyball game.
So Riley Carter now back for the Pirates. CC Worsham with the chance, making a tough play for number 15. Wasn't able to get there in time for Pensacola State. Olivia McDaniel. Great try, though.
Well, and Aubrey, when things come easy, you know when you say, like somebody holds up a picture and you say immediately what's on your brain? Yesterday, you had a chance to talk to me about calling the 2 games of the Commodores, and immediately you said, watch CC Worship. Like, this girl is good. And it stands out, you know? So when before you even we went over the stats, you immediately were like, man, this girl's really good. And I remember watching yesterday, I was like, yeah, that girl can play.
Yes, there is no doubt about it. Danielle Lee checking into the game. 10-9.
She had 239 points throughout the season.
Just incredible. Worsham doing a great job for Gulf Coast. Aguilera getting the piece. There's Worsham again, but strong play at the net by the Pirates. Ooh, a hard hit. Hits off of Maddie Goodwin and still going after it. Out of play is Maddie Meir. Just great effort shown. 10-10 game, back and forth as we are entering the midway part of set number 1.
And she just rotated out, but a great set. Gianna DeRosa is, we talked about it, the catalyst in the middle, leads the team in sets, and somebody on the attack, just one of those that you have so many players like Worsham and Aguilera and Colston, and she's the one that puts it in that perfect position for them to succeed.
Schuessler with the set. Katie Wolf, a piece of it. They're fighting for it. Oh, my goodness. What a play by Gulf Coast. Keeping it alive. Sending it out of play. And they're going to say last touched off of number 7, Katie Wolf, I believe. They're saying it was a tip.
Okay.
Hard to see for us at this angle. I'll say it. But it's 11-10. Commodores have the lead. Playing with fire over
For
here.
somebody that locked myself in my house 2 days ago with my keys, I'm not going to judge something 50 feet away.
In the air as Goodwin gets a piece, sends it across. And over Schussler. Maddie Meir up the green, who just softly tips it over the net. CC Worsham with the hit. Pirates down low. Set from Schussler, sending it cross court is Katie Wolf. And a strong play at the net. That one's in! Number 17 will take the points for the Pirates.
Danielle Lee, what a play. That was, I mean, Worsham, we've seen 3 or 4 different times today, that exact location, perfect set, the attack, ready for the kill. Just great timing. And not only, but those balls, I would say, about 70% of the time go out because you're right on that edge. It's so hard to deflect that back the other way, and she did a perfect job of getting that in.
100%. Lee playing extremely well at the net so far, and she just hits the ball right back over. Quick hit, and the whistle's blown. And the Pirates will take the points. It is 12-11. Katie Wolf will head back. The freshman from St. Louis, Missouri. Set across the net. Addie Goodwin for the Schussler. Strong hit from Reese Barden. And I said it yesterday, Barden, a ton of tenacity, will go up and she will make the play and she will get the kill and the point right there.
Yeah, very athletic 5'11" freshman from Spanish Fort, Alabama, and she is off to a great start, as are the Pirates. 2-point lead here early in the first set.
13-11, Pirates have the lead. Watching live on the Pensacola State College Pirate Network. We'll be right back right after the break. Back live out of the timeout, 13-11. Aubrey Elmore here with you on the call with Chad Brilliante. Pirates advantage. Back Katie Wolf with the volleyball. On the serve, she sends it across the net. Get there from Lauren Schussler. Wolf with the hit. That one flies out of play.
And Katie Wolf, the tallest player on this Pirates squad, coming across right there. She could see over, right there from that center position on the floor. Was able to get it. Nice shot, just a little bit long, and the point to the Commodores.
13-12. Reese Barden again will take the points for the Pirates and the kill. That's 2 kills, I believe, for her as she is being subbed off the floor for Riley Carter.
And back to serve will be Maddie Meir. 573 digs on the season, and as we talk about, that defensive specialist, libero, for a reason.
Here sends it across the net for the Pirates. Backing over, Aguilera with the strong hit. Schussler setting it up, and Goodwin will take the points off the deflection at the net. 15-12, Pirates have the momentum and the lead.
Yeah, and this is really where they got to strike. Gulf Coast does a great job when they get the serve back. That's when they get on those streaks. They move it quick, they get it back, they don't waste any time. And if you can keep the momentum right now, you can see a little bit of calming it down, no rush. They understand. Both these teams have seen each other and watched so much film. They're ready for this game.
Maddie Meir sends it over to Goodwin. Deflection, it's up in the air. Schussler on the set. Riley Carter with the hit. That one's going to fly back and able to keep it in as the libero for Gulf Coast. Morgan Langley able to make the play. Maddie Meir right there. Our libero answering right back. Was going to fly over, and Katie Wolf just extends her hand at the wrong time, and it flies out of play.
You know, okay, and in that situation, on the rotation, Katie's usually up front in a right side hitter position or in that mid blocker. She finds herself back by the setter position. Now, somebody on the team, too, that's not just on her. That's one out, screaming. So I'm not saying it's anyone's fault.
It's tough play as Lee gets a piece of it. Aguilera sends it across towards the middle. There sets it up Danielle Lee with a piece of it. That one's in. Gulf Coast answering back with 2 points of their own.
And to go back to that point, and the reason is a lot of times when you're playing in that libero position, you're used to knowing exactly where your feet are. Like an outfielder knows how far they're from the warning track. You put a second baseman out there and they run into it the first play. The difference is Katie's usually up front. She rotates because it was such a great volley on that point. And then you have a situation where, you know, final shot, I'm not going to say 50-50 ball, that was going out. But the difference is, you know, she's not, at that point, knowing her foot's on the back of the line. And that's where the players need to be out, you know, calling. But, you know, that's 1 point. It's a long day.
And Langley with the serve. A good one gets the piece, the whistle's blown, and the points will go for the Pirates. I believe they're calling that one on 23 on the Commodores. It's Allie Green, who, guess what, illegal contacts would have looked like.
Allie had a really good game yesterday, coming out really in what was a back-and-forth matchup in the first 3 sets against St. John's River. She came to play in that third set with 3 attacks and kills, and really got a lot of momentum in the favor of that big 7-point run they had late in last night's game.
It'll be McDaniel with the serve for the Pirates. Aguilera sends it across. Schussler setting it back up. Maddie Goodwin towards the center. Excellent defensive play by the Commodores. Back it over. Schussler setting it up again. Katie Wolf. He's sending it across towards the center. Aguilera. Back it over. That flies out of play. And a tough play made at the net by Lauren Schussler. Gave it her best, but just flies out of bounds.
And right now, looking at a 16-15 game, we haven't had a lead bigger than 3, and we expect this all throughout the matchup. This is going to be an exciting one. And ready to go with the serve, number 23. That is Allie Green, heading back, the sophomore from Jacksonville, Florida.
Allie Green is back, sophomore, and coming into this game, 105 kills. And that one flies out of play. The Pirates will take the 3 points. It's 17-15. Number 12 for the Pirates. Maddie Goodwin, the freshman, who was the star in set 1 yesterday. See what she can do with the serve here. Across the net. Rogers with the hit. Calling for it is Riley Carter. The whistle is blown. The Pirates will take the points. And 18-15, 3-point game.
And we talk about on one side what Gianna DeRosa does for the sets. On the other side, you've talked about Laura Schussler before. And Lauren comes out there 61 sets yesterday out of the 98 on the team. That's easy enough math to say. That's around 60%. So.
Schussler once again setting it up, and Katie Wolf with the kill. Pirates trying to pull away 19-15, but you cannot count the Commodores out. Timeout is called. We'll take a quick timeout as well. We'll be right back right after the break.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care.
Back live out of the break, 19-15. Pirates advantage. Maddie Goodwin back on the line to serve. Sends it across the net. Commodore setting it up. Aguilera with the hit. Schussler backing over. Katie Wolf. Strong play at the net. The whistle's blown. Pirates will take the points. The hands went over the net for the Commodores.
Yeah, great job on both sides. Sometimes it happens. I mean, that's a play right there. Both these teams have been poised. They usually, unforced errors are very minimum throughout the game, but look, nobody can be perfect at all times.
20-15. Pirates lead, and you could tell they home court advantage is helping some, I believe. Good one. With the hit, that one's in. Clean shot coming from number 14 of the Commodores. And that is Skylar Johnston, the freshman. Take the points and stepping back is number 1, Dana Aguilera. Aguilera with the hit. She sends it cross court. Schussler setting it up. Riley Carter. Perfect tip. Maddie Meir over to Schussler and dropping it right down the middle. I believe that's called a campfire. As I learned yesterday, that's number 12.
You haven't learned fully because you trusted me, but I mean, hey, but at the same time, I believe that is accurate.
I like the term,
I
so I
looked it
used
up,
it.
So there you go.
Riley Carter with the hit. And over as that flies almost out of play, and it does. She would have to make that play in the stands. Almost a little Malice in the Palace action right there.
Right. Get 3 or 4 fans to come together like a sofa, you know, just jump in.
It's kind of like the World Series in Game 1, the fan interference. Back to volleyball. Skylar Johnston with the hit. Katie Wolf sends it across the net, and the points coming from number 32, Kyra Reynolds.
Back and forth we go as we expected. Right when it looked like the Pirates starting to pull away with a 6-point lead, all of a sudden right back down to 3.
21-18, number 14, Skylar Johnston back for the Lady Commodores. So let's serve. And the block at the net coming from number 4, Jaden Rogers.
Great job there by Rogers. We saw her step up late in the game as well with some great blocks. And, you know, I'll tell you, Aubrey, both these teams off to a great start. 2-point match here. You know, I think a lot of the sets we're going to see that. That's the thing is you can look at the end of the day and see a 3-2 matchup and say, oh man, that was incredibly close, but it could have been 25-13 in the games. I think most of the games, whether or not a team wins 3-0 tonight, whether they win 3-1 or 3-2, I think most of the games are going to come down to 3 or 4 points.
I definitely agree, and you know, it's interesting, and we talked about this at the beginning of the broadcast. I mean, PSC really struggled with these guys in both their games against Gulf Coast, losing both their games 3-0, and showing here that, hey, they've done the time, they've put in the work, and they're competing with them. 21-19, they have the lead.
And I need to get one of those glow thunder sticks for my daughter tomorrow. So
no doubt about it, man. That's pretty cool. I need to get one myself, and it's pretty neat. Skylar Johnston back, the Lady Commodores. 21-19 is your score. The 2024 NJCAA South Atlantic District Championship. Won't hit across, and the points coming from 14, Skylar Johnston. She's fired up. She should be.
She's really one of these. We talk about very similar to the way that Reese Barden plays. You have those consistent players, just well-rounded. They're not going to lead the team in stats, but they're going to just show up and be consistent every night.
Good hit across the board. Katie Wolf. One-handed shot. Sends that one over and out of play. Last touch by 17, CeCe Worsham.
And
substitution as Morgan Langley comes in.
Yeah, and now Pirates have the momentum. They look at it right now. They can control this. They're at home. You got a 2-point lead, and you have the serve. So this is a key part here. Get off to an early start. They played 6 sets against this Gulf Coast team all season long, haven't got one. This is their time right here.
Schussler with the opportunity across the net. She gets a piece of it. Flying back, Maddie Meir making the big play. Katie Wolf sends it back across the net. Great play by the Pirates. At the net, they get the tip. Sets that one back over. Strong hit for Barney, but 32 down low. Makes the defensive stop, Kyra Reynolds.
What a great play by Reynolds. Maddie Meir made a not easy play look easy. That's why she has 572 digs in the season. But when you talk about right back at it, when you have two great teams going back and forth, Kyra Reynolds coming up with the bigger shot, and Reynolds in yesterday's game coming out there and was able to really dominate with 4 blocks at the net.
Great game for Reynolds. Made a big play there. 22-21, 1-point game. Schussler setting it up. Another strong hit from Reese Varden. Back over. Aguilera getting a piece. Off the set is Maddie Meir. Katie Wolf sends it across. Strong play at the net. Well, Maddie Meir on the dig. Makes a big play. Green sends it across the net. A soft tip from CeCe Worsham. Pirates doing a great job moving the ball around. It's Gulf Coast as well, though. And look at this volley back and forth here. Work of art for both of these schools. Time set number 1. Schussler with the set. Barton with the hit and the kill.
What a great point. Both sides. That's one of those that you watch over and over. Great volleys on both sides, but Varden once again coming up with a perfect kill, a perfect spot location right there, right outside of that outside hitter position. There was nothing they could do.
23-21, Pirates advantage by 2. And Varden makes another big play for the Pirates. Pirates 2 points away of taking the first set against Gulf Coast all season long. See if they can close it out. Katie Wolf with the hit. Nice play as they send that one over. Maddie Meir gives it over to Schussler. Excellent set. Schussler so reliable. Sets it back up. Strong hit. Excellent stop by the Commodores. The ball in the air. Pirates playing strong at the net. Getting a piece, moves it over to Aguilera. Schussler back up. Barton with the hit. It is out. Good call. As actually they are going to say call the other way.
They're going to say that was tipped.
Okay, tipped off the hand.
And usually, look, once again, eyesight up here 50 feet away. We're going to got the red flags down there for a reason from our lines judge. But when you have 3 or 4 ladies immediately saying it's tipped, that's usually a sign. You know, when the big guys up front put the hands up for a touchdown on the offensive line, usually they cross the line. It's if one of them does, you start to question. Okay.
25-21. The Pirates take set number 1. And we're going to take a break and switch sides. You're watching live on the Pensacola State College Pirate Network. We'll be right back right after the break.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Back live out of the break, entering set number 2 of the 2024 NJCAA South Atlantic District Championship. Pensacola State College able to take set 1 25-21. Chad, give me your thoughts about set 1.
Well, we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast how, you can't erase the past, but you can learn from it. And beating a team 3 times is tough either way. But just from what we saw yesterday, we agreed Pensacola State looked like the best team so far. I'm not saying by a wide margin, but just the way they came out and dominated yesterday. And, the competition level, I think St. John's River was a very good team that Gulf Coast went up against. But in this situation, they were able to capitalize back and forth. They had their serve. They were able to finish it off on those final points. But like we said, what we took away from this is we're going to have a lot of close sets. I mean, that could have gone the way of Gulf Coast, and we saw a team yesterday be resilient in the Commodores, finding themselves tied 1-1, and only 2 points away St. John's was from taking a 2-1 lead, and they just took care of business late. So they're ranked number 5 in the nation for a reason.
Definitely so. 2 really good teams out here on the court. He gets a piece of it. Gulf Coast with the volleyball. Worship sends it back across the net. Wolf with the bump. She sets that one across. And it hits off the hands of Maddie Merritt. She's like, oh, man, I should have gotten that one.
Like, okay, I only had 573 this year.
I know. I should have gotten one extra. 1-0 start for the Commodores. C.C. Worsham back across and out of play. Pirates take the points. 1-1 is your point total here at set number 2.
Well, and they walk in. C.C. Worsham usually doesn't make that many mistakes when you look at it, and it's a serve. If you're going to make a mistake, long is better than short, just to say off the net. That's more something I would do out there in the sand. But when it comes down to watching these teams play, she was trying to find that back spot, and it happens. But the energy levels, the excitement, just, in this game, looking at that sign behind them, the conference championship from last year, Gandolfo 2023, Pensacola State. This year, a dominant performance, 14-0 in conference play. So both these teams capable coming out here and getting the win.
Big time block at the net. Katie Wolf was able to score the last points for the Pirates. A strong hit and over. Pirates extending their lead. And that is number 17, Danielle Lee.
Danielle Lee just is one of those complimentary players, always smiling, doing her business. And yesterday, comes out there and was able to get 12 attacks and 4 kills. So able to be a big part of yesterday's victory, and today already with 2.
Gulf Coast with the hit. That one flies out of play. Last touched off of number 32, Kyra Reynolds, who at the net is just dominant. And she is one of the taller players on this team for sure.
Yeah, and you see Scott Allen, a little bit different coaching philosophy. He coaches, you can just tell he does his coaching in practice. There's those coaches in all sports that they're not as vibrant, vocal, face getting red. He's very poised, and as a leader who played at Air Force Academy himself, he understands that. But so when you see a guy like that walk towards the court, it means something. And he whispered something into Kyra's ear just to say, hey, look. And she smiled, came back on the court. So I'm sure we're going to see her make a big play here soon.
Strong kill from Reese Varden. 5-2 is your point totals. Pirates with the advantage. And heading back is number 1, Maddie Meir. Pensacola State College. It's all the momentum so far. We'll see if they can continue on. Meir, a great server, but sends that one up against the net. 5-3 is the points now, and back across is number 23, Allie Green, the sophomore for Gulf Coast. Excellent serve, hard play made by Katie Wolf. Maddie Goodwin with the hit. That one flies out of play. A lot of defenders at the net ready to try to make the play. That one just deflects off.
And Maddie Goodwin now, that was her 3rd kill here today. And, you set the bar yesterday with 17. The team had 44 combined. Second on the team was 7 with Katie Wolf and Riley Carter and Reese Varden tied. But you're talking just a dominant. Yesterday's performance in that first set, she had 8 kills alone in the first set. So coming out today, getting a few early on. She's just playing another good, solid game as you expect, but set the bar a little bit too superior superstar level, so I don't think nobody's going to go out and do what she did in that first set.
No doubt about it. And, talked to Coach Patty and Coach Gandolfo after the game, and she said it. She was like, it's hard to find another time where you've seen 7 kills in one set like that. It's quite a feat. Riley Carter with the hit. Schussler setting it up. Maddie Goodwin. Soft hit across. 14 sends it towards the middle. Just a perfect play. I mean, that was perfectly played there by Skylar John Story.
Great job right there. She knew exactly where it was, and great vision from Skylar as the freshman mid-hitter from Port Orange coming up with the big play.
Aguilera with the hit, but Maddie Goodwin sends it back across. Solid hit. Back and forth. Beer on the other side. It's set up there. Katie Wolf. Worsham with the hit. Almost flies out of play, and it does. Maddie Meir trying to make the play. And now, looking at the scoring, 6-all.
Well, that was two of the best in the country doing what they do. We talked about Cece Worsham. When it comes down to the power and just smooth way that she attacks at the net on the kill, and then you had Maddie Meir, one of the best in the country at digs, and best of the two, Cece getting it done.
No doubt about it. Jaden Rogers hitting that one up against the net. Pirates will take the points as they will head back and serve here. Maddie Goodwin, the freshman. Across the net, Worsham with the strong hit, and it's a little bit too far. 8-6, Pirates 2-point lead.
Back and forth we go as right now, Maddie Goodwin doing a good job here on the serve, trying to keep this momentum alive here for the Pirates at home.
Just a beautiful setup for 20. Meir sends it back. Katie Wolf. Across the middle. Strong hit. 14 once again stepping up. Skylar Johnston with another kill.
Well, and in these games when you have two really good teams, and we've established that, but it usually comes down to, in any championship matchup, the good players are always going to show up. It's the players that are already solid, the other ones, who's going to step up and be a leader that might not do it on an everyday basis. And not to say that she can't, it's just given the opportunities. Skylar Johnson has taken advantage of the opportunities she's been given here today as the freshman's really stepped up.
Definitely so. Pirates with the points. 9-7 as a substitution I thought was about to be called. But we'll just continue play. Riley Carter, returner for the Pirates. Back with the serve. That one across the net, and DeRosa sets it up, but that one's hit way too hard. Pirates with a 3-point lead, 10-7. It's very similar to the first set. Right in the middle, the Pirates getting that 3-point lead, but the Commodores able to answer back.
It really has been great as we take a look here. We'll stay here, talk a little bit about what's happening. First off, you have a Commodores team that, even though they're down 10-7, I think they're starting to play more of what we've seen throughout the season. A team that they've had a couple really good sets. You know, we talk about Gianna DeRosa, but Cece Worsham has had her opportunities. Skylar Johnston. We know this Pirate team has come out to play in this tournament. They're playing at a high level. You know, sometimes teams get hot at the right time. But this is the best they played all season long. You look at the Gulf Coast team coming in here, and they need to build on the little things, because we know that they're going to get hot. We know that they're going to go on one of those streaks. It's just being able to not allow the Pirates to pull away. Every time it looks like they're going to take that 6-7 point lead, they cut it right back down to 3. If they could do that, we've seen it before. You blink, and they've scored 3 or 4 quick ones because they want to keep that game going once they get the serve.
Definitely so. We are
all of this being broke down, I just want to let everybody know out there, the truth of the matter is this is just two good teams playing, and anything can happen today. Our job is to analyze it, but I'm sitting back, and if I had a popcorn right now, I'm not throwing that out if anybody has their phone listening in the broadcast here, but just one of those, you just sit back, you relax, and you watch two great teams battle it out. Anybody can win this game tonight.
Back and forth for sure, and the hit off the hands. As it flies out of the play, the Pirates will take the points. 11-7. That's a big point right there, because the 3-point swing that we've seen, the Commodores answering right back. Now we're at 4 points. Going to be very interesting to see how they answer here. Riley Carter with the serve. Across the net, and they answer right back with a point.
And Matty Goodwin trying to go with the dig right there, but just the power coming across with another great shot. Jaden Rogers as well on the play. And here's a fascinating stat. Yesterday, Pensacola State didn't have to do much at the net because they were on the offensive the entire time. They only had 8 blocks on the defensive side. And when you look at reception, 7. So that's a low margin in a 3-set matchup. Already today, the 8 blocks yesterday in 3 sets, they already have 12 here, and we're not even done with 2.
Wow. Great stats there. Reese Varden with the hit. That one flies out of play. Just a strong play at the net. Hard to make those blocks when you're going straight up. To make the ball go right back down has a tendency of just flying out of play, and it did once again there.
I never had a problem with that because I didn't have a vertical to start with. So you have to be able to get up in order to get down. So.
Man, these ladies are athletic. It's so impressive watching them play. Worsham and Maddie Meir work. She was able to make the play. Another excellent dig by Aguilera. Backing over. Green with the hit. Katie Wolf sends it back. Worsham with the hit. Schuster with the set. Back it over. Katie Wolf with the points.
Great job there by Katie Wolf. Early on in that first set, Katie coming up with some key plays and getting the excitement, the momentum going. She's been one of the key players all season long. And like we talked about, when it comes to just across the board, you look at Katie's stats. Attacks yesterday, 20. Serves, 16 serves. So she kept the rhythm. That means when she has a chance to serve, she keeps the momentum going. And then right there as well with 2 blocks. So she does it all. So one of those across the board consistent players.
Back for the Pirates is Lauren Schuster. Take the hit. Schuster setting it back up to Green, and the whistle's blown. Pirates points again. And hey, the formula's working. They're just going to keep doing it. Just excellent plays by all these Pirates up front.
Great job right there from Danielle Lee coming across the mid-hitter. Awesome job. And now the biggest lead here for the Pirates at 6 points in this set.
Danielle Lee with the points. Schuster with the hit. And it's off the hand of Lauren Schuster. It flies out of play. It was tipped. Commodores take the points, 14-9.
You know, don't ask Bob Knight what a game face is, but Kyra Reynolds had one of those, that just the momentum right there of, you know, she was, after that point, she just, there wasn't the usual smiles, and she was saying, okay, let's do it again, you know. And that's what a championship team, they haven't lost all season long against any team in the Panhandle Conference, and they're sitting here in a championship game as a 1 seed, and they look up at the scoreboard, so this is an unfamiliar territory, but usually all smiles was more of that, hey, we got to figure this out. We've got to get our act together. And you can see that. I like that. Personally, I was always a fan of, you know, not the individual, but if your team's down, hey, we got a job to do. Those individuals that celebrate when your team's losing a lot, you can celebrate when you want. And I'm not, you can do what you want to do, but I'm not a big fan of that.
Maddie Meir back for the Pirates. Schuster setting it up, out of play. Last touch off of Reese Varden.
And when I say that, celebrate. Volleyball is a game coming together. That's part of the love of volleyball, is coming together with the other 5 teammates every play, smile and do that. The energy, it a lot of times can catapult you into a victory. I'm just saying the individual, the showboating. You know what I
oh, yeah. Katie Wolf.
We haven't seen any of that out here tonight.
The solid hit. Pirates at the net, making it difficult. Schuster with the set. Back is Maddie Meir. Katie Wolf. The hit. Three Commodores able to stand there, and it just hits perfectly right on the outside corner. Points for the Commodores. It is 14-12. Timeout's called by PSC. We're going to take a quick timeout as well. We'll be right back right after the break.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Back live out of the break, 14-12. Starts with the lead. Danielle Lee, extremely busy today, and she's back out on the floor for the Pirates.
Commodores trail by 2, but 4 straight points here in this set.
Strong hit, Katie Wolf. Pirates come out of the timeout and get a point.
You know, I want to give a little loving out there to one player in Melanie Salazar as well. Her name doesn't get mentioned as well because she does the little things, the setup. You can see her right there in that mid-blocker position, number 5. But, you know, we talk so much about Gianna DeRosa and what she does. Melanie Salazar has played a huge part, as we see right here on the set, on the attack.
Definitely so. Salazar is setting it up. Over. Pirates have it. Maddie Meir answering right back. Strong hit from Aguilera. Go over Katie Wolf, and what a kill. Just putting it right in between the Commodores, and the Pirates will take the points.
You know, and that's sort of a mental part right there. Melanie had, like we just said, one of the smartest players on the court. She had hit a ball that looked like it was going out in a few seconds. So she's now in the back, and now it comes again, and she goes, I can't do this. It's one of those mental, hey, I don't want to make this mistake twice. And that one's so close. It was one that just dropped in. It looked like the English. What a great play.
No kidding, Maddie Meir stepping right back into it. Hard hit, hits off of Schussler and flies out. And just a lot of emotion shown from both of these teams. 16-13, huge championship game here in Pensacola.
Well, and Kyra Reynolds getting some high fives. Remember that conversation earlier I brought up about, talking with Coach and having a chance to talk to Scott Allen. Coach Allen doesn't come over to have those individual conversations. He saw something, and ever since that conversation, Kyra with 3 attacks and kills at the net.
Without about it, another point for the Commodores. That is number 12 able to make that one. That is Lonnie Pazzoa. And number 8's back, Morgan Langley, the libero for Gulf Coast State. Taking her time, overhands it. Across the net, Laura Schussler back over. Maddie Goodwin with the hit. Strong hit there. Aguilera hits it out of play. And they're going to give the points to the Commodores. It was a tip.
It was one of those cross-court, and when you're going across 3 defenders like that, a lot of times that's when you're going to get the tip, those cross-court. Got 3 players trying to make a play on the ball.
16-15. Pirates with the ball. That one flies way out of play. The points go for the Pirates. And slow to get up. Able to get up is Allie Green. Taking her time, just walking it off a little bit. Hard hit. No, Coach Scott Allen heading over to check on it. Oh, it looks like they're just cleaning it up, cleaning up the floor. We see this a lot in basketball.
Well, and with Allie Green there too, that was a play where, even though it went out of bounds that was a play most of the time that would have just been a kill. It would have been immediately, the power coming across. I believe it was, it's funny how my brain works, that was only like a minute ago, but Danielle Lee, I believe, was the one with the kill, but I'm telling you, it was a great attempt even to make a play on the ball.
Serve from Maddie Muir, back across the net, and a strong play coming from number 6, Riley Carter. Maddie Goodwin with the help as well up at the net.
Great job. The Pirates needed that point right there, an answer after being able to get the serve back. Maddie Muir leading the team in serves and continuing from her great performance in the first game yesterday.
Maddie Muir with the serve. Aguilera working across the net. Put it back and forth. Strong hit from Johnston. The whistle's blown. The points are going, as they are saying that Maddie Goodwin was touching the net.
Yeah, and Coach Gandolfo is somebody that knows a thing or two about that. Somebody that played up there and knows. So she sort of looked over and was like, okay, I got called for a few of those that maybe or maybe not, but all smiles on both sides.
Solid hit from Danielle Lee. And Maddie Muir, Lee with the play, and they're going to say you touched the net.
Now that one's pretty clear, and you can see you could see the net swaying too. That's a pretty good indication. So, they're excited. They're trying to get the. You can see this is one of those runs that we talked about with the Commodores. It happened so quick, where
18-17, Riley Carter answering right back.
What a big shot. What a big shot. That was huge. Not just because, the attack of the kill. And Lauren Schuster, once again, who is almost 50%. Yesterday was 61%, but on the season, almost 50% of the sets. Just incredible. One of the best in the country at that. But when it comes down to that point, that crush was such a quick momentum build from the Commodores.
Ollie Warren checking into the game. Olivia McDaniel on the serve for the Pirates. Johnston with the hit. Hits off of Maddie Muir. Flies back to the FCSAA table over there. It was a hard one.
It's one of the hardest shots to judge. Maddie's one of the best, like we said, at 572 digs, so she knows. She's aware of her surroundings on the court about as good as anybody, but that's one of the toughest plays as a defender, the cross-court shot to that outside hitter position to try to judge whether it's going out.
Whistle's blown, and the points for the Commodores. To the net is Maddie Goodwin once again. 19-19, tied up, close here in the second set. Pirates were able to take the first. Schussler setting it up for Riley Carter, and the points will go for the Pirates. Another deflection. 20-19, Pirates advantage.
And by the way, you can see here on the screen, you got two different, both teams are standing as they should in this game, the energy, but got some different types of hand signal and dances going on back and forth that seems pretty cool. Now, it's a couple of them I would have broken a hip on, but just watching up here is pretty cool. So, the entertainment special on top of the point. So,
hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
It's not why you tuned into the podcast.
That's right.
I'm just saying it's a bonus edition.
Yesterday, the Pirates, they were hitting the stanky leg. I said if I was hitting that, I think I would have popped my knee out of socket. Johnston over. Oh, my goodness, the block at the net from Riley Carter. Two huge blocks from Riley Carter over the last 5 possessions. And I tell you, she's making some big plays as a timeout is called. We'll take a quick timeout as well. It's 21-19. You're watching live on the Pensacola State College Pirate Network. We'll be right back right after the break.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Orders Honey's Catering.
Back line, 21-19. Pirates fans up and dancing during the break. Rousseau having the advantage here in set number 2. Good one with the ace. I think that's the first ace we've had all game.
It was just one of those that sort of just dropped off. And yeah, it's that is the first ace we've seen here today.
And in tennis they call it kind of, I believe, a drop shot that was. And that's kind of what it looked like there. 22-19. See if Goodwin could do it once again. Aguilera, solid hit. Schussler with the set. Back over is Wolf. Solid play at the net. Schussler so reliable on the set as it flies out of play. And it was just borderline, almost 50-50, probably a foot, 2 feet out of play.
That was one of the best shots I've seen that's not going to count for anything right there. But Riley Carter came with a lot of force. Perfect set once again from Lauren Schuster. And Riley Carter bringing a lot of force on that kill. But Commodores get the point.
Commodores with the point. Schussler setting it up. Katie Wolf and the deflection. Pirates getting a lot of points off these deflections at the net.
They're doing a good job, and we talked about it. The Commodores, a well-balanced team. They do a great job of positioning and rotating, but they're not the tallest team. And they're, so from a size standpoint at the net, you can take advantage of when the attack is there, which we saw Pensacola State yesterday. They were just coming out tenacious. Every single play was an attack. But in this game, when you're playing a good team, you have to be able to give the chances, and they're not backing down even with the lead. They're not getting away from what they do best.
Katie Wolf, solid hit, the points for the Pirates. Set point, 24-20. Out of the timeout, Pirates have had the advantage, and they are looking to go up 2-0 in this conference championship day against the undefeated Gulf Coast State College. Riley Carter's back for the Pirates. She sends it across the net. Solid hit, and they are calling it in. Strong hit from 32, Kyra Reynolds.
Kyra, like I said, since that conversation with Coach Allen, she's had 4 big-time kills at the net and really has shown up. And as she's been one of the team leaders, tallest player on this team, and they need her in this game. There's certain games, matchup-wise, they really need her to step up against an attack-heavy Pensacola State Pirate team.
Reese Barden with a solid hit. The whistle's blown. The violation is called at the net. The Pirates win set 2. 2-0 Pirates lead. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after the break.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Orders Honey's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Back live for the third set, 25-21 in the first two. The Pirates with the advantage. And Chad, my goodness, Pirates dancing over there at the bench.
Well, the Wobble's been playing for about 4 minutes, and I think some of these parents and fans that may or may not be older than even us up here, they stopped the Wobble about 2.5 minutes ago.
Right.
So 1.5 minutes was good enough for their wobbling, and yeah.
You know, I'm kind of there with them on that. I think the Wobble's a little bit overplayed in my mind. I mean, it's a good one. It's a classic.
Listen,
you can always
don't
go
know
back
the electric
to it.
slide in Macarena, so
man.
don't get that started.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's
Waiting
electric.
for the next wedding I get invited to.
I know.
That's the only time. I mean, it would be actually very awkward if somebody was in the car and be like, Aubrey, you want to listen to the Macarena? Be like,
yeah.
Never knew that was a possibility.
Let's try it out, you know. Mambo
Are
number
we going
5.
to
Why
a
don't
wedding
we?
or something?
Yeah.
To know who's getting married.
Gulf Coast with the volleyball. Back and ready to play. Melanie Salzar having a great game. She's really solid. She's good. All-around player. Reese Barden getting a piece and hitting that one in. That one had a cool little spin to it. You know, we're used to seeing Reese Barden going up and really getting hold of the volleyball. That time is a little bit slower paced.
And I don't know how, but Lauren Schusler always is in that perfect spot for a set. I mean, it's like the ball finds her. It's almost like it's practice, and she's just out there. But she makes it look so easy.
And the points for the Commodores, 32. That is Kyra Reynolds making the play. And I just want to go back right quick and talk about Schusler. Somebody she reminds me of. I can't stand, you know, going outside of volleyball for this, but I have to. Tim Duncan, Mr. Reliable.
Yeah,
it's
always,
just so reliable. And you know that Schusler's always going to make the right play.
On the other side, Kyra Green, like we said, since that conversation, she's come out with 5 kills at the net, leading the team, leading in today's game as well.
What a kill coming from Maddie Goodwin. Making the big play, quick substitution. Riley Carter in, and that is Reese Barden coming off the floor. Katie Wolf still in the game. And back at the line, Maddie Muir.
Yeah, and I didn't get a chance to do any of the Gulf Coast games this season until this tournament, but I will say, I'm sure, Aubrey, you got to do 2 of the broadcasts. Just based on what we've seen early on and looking at their stats, I don't think they had many games where they lost a set, you know. So, I mean, they were only 14-0 in conference play. Most of those were 3-0 wins. So this is something new, and, you know, I think it's always an intriguing part of sports to see how a team that's so dominant comes back when they're faced with adversity. So we'll see. They're not going away.
Definitely so. Solid hit from number 17. And making that one is Danielle Lee for the Pirates. She will come off the floor.
Great. She's just been having one of those games where every single time she's been counted on the floor. She doesn't play the entire game, but when she does, she makes it count.
A lot of these freshmen stepping up for both of these teams. And back in play is Olivia McDaniel. Excellent server. Sends it across. Hit. Mears sends it across the net. Off the set. Johnston gets a piece and it falls to the floor. Points for the Commodores. It is a 3-3 game as they will have a substitution.
big play right there. And even though it's 3-3, it does seem like the Pirates had so much of the momentum early on. So this is one where they can regroup. And to get that lead, you know, that's something where the Commodores, they haven't had a lead in a set dating back until the first set. I mean, so this would be a position where if they could come out, they can get this point here, they could just feel back to where they usually feel.
Rosa with the serve. Wolf sends it to the other side. Schussler. Man, that was a tough set to make. She made the play. Points is called, and saying that she hit the net. Number 12, Maddie Goodwin.
And that point with Gianna DeRosa on the serve will give the Commodores back the lead here in set 3.
4-3 game. As Chad said, it's going to be interesting to see how they respond. Goodwin sends it towards the middle. Rosa on the set. It's across Mir and McDaniel. Watching it for the Pirates, Katie Wolf. Johnston with the hit. She'll take the point. That is number 14, Skylar Johnston. Out the deflection of a Pirate on the back line.
And this is something where you look at both of these teams. That was a great shot, but it was set up by, once again, a few players out there like you just talked about. Riley Warren has had a great game, and also talking about, Morgan Langley as being able to set up and just covering so much ground. Keeping alive. Great job right there.
Not about it. Maddie Muir setting it over. The points from Goodwin. A lot of Maddies on the Pirate side. I have to call out the last name. That one was a set from Maddie Muir to Goodwin. And she will take the points for the Pirates and head back to serve.
And Milani looked over at Morgan. They made an incredible play on the dig earlier, and then that ball goes right between them, and just one of those unfortunate.
One play, Schussler. It's it backwards across the net. Johnston with the hit. The strong play. Riley Carter, who's just stepped up big time defensively for the Pirates in this game.
What a great play by Riley Carter and Lauren Schuster. I mean, talk about how much they do on the offensive side. They haven't had too many opportunities in this entire tournament to be on the defensive. And when they needed to come up with a big play at the net, they have. Once again, right there.
Big hit once again. The whistle's blown. The points for the Pirates. Wow. And I believe they're just saying that one of the players must have. No, it was a legal hit. Is what they're calling it. Yeah, it was a legal hit.
Nobody was near the net.
Nobody was near the net. It was a legal hit. Saw the hand signal at 6-5. DeRosa setting it back up. Schussler once again to Katie Wolf. Strong hit. Hits off the green fence on the top. Riley Carter, big time hit. The whistle's blown. Another illegal hit. 7-5.
So you're telling me all those Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sky hooks when I catch the ball at the beach volleyball when we don't have a ref are illegal?
I assume so. I mean, I'd still try it out and see if it gets
mental
called.
notes.
Yeah, writing that one down.
Right. Don't tell friends that I lost that game, actually. Okay.
This is it across the net. Maddie Muir with the dive and play. Back it over, out. Pirates extending the lead. 8-5. Chad, it's been interesting because Commodores came out strong. The Pirates answering right back as the timeout is called. It's just been an interesting third set back and forth.
Yeah, it has. And that was one where a big moment. I mean, looking at 7-6, 8-5, this is still close. Great timeout. That's a time right here where, hey, look, the few inches is the difference on that shot of being a one-point game and having your serve. So, hey, we're still in this. Play your game. I mean, when you're a team that's used to winning 3-0, coming back down 2-0 shouldn't be a problem. See what I'm saying? I know the math right now. The energy levels in volleyball, especially in this tournament, you're on the road. You're taking on a team that's playing great volleyball. They seem healthy. They seem ready, poised. I mean, you look at that bench right now on both sides, and we're taking a look here at the Pensacola State bench. Look at that team just engaged. They know their fans came out here and there's a lot when you're the number 2 seed and I'm not going to say, I don't like to use the word embarrassed, but you lost 6-0 and you know you're that good of a team. You practice every day and you're sitting here going, man, I know we're better than this. I know we've got this. And they come out here and proven it. And like I said, just based on everything I saw from yesterday's matchup, that's why the beginning of the broadcast felt like the Pirates had a really good chance of winning this.
No doubt about it, and it's funny, before yesterday, the last 4 games for Gulf Coast, they've won 3-0
Yeah.
the last 4, so they are in uncharted
12-0
waters.
in their
That's
last game.
right. Rosa across the net. Schussler setting it up. Katie Wolf, she'll get the kill and the points. It's 9-5.
What a great, really just overall an incredible tournament for Katie Wolf. She's had on the attack now with 17 kills.
Wow. That's an incredible game and an incredible
Well, 2.
tournament.
That's through 2. But
yeah.
yes, I mean, that's still really good.
Let me get back over. Aguilera, Maddie Meir with the play, and that was a tough one. 23 for the play for Gulf Coast. And goodness, Allie Green, the sophomore.
Great job right there, coming in from that right side hitter position, coming across, and now a conversation here on the side. They're wiping up the court. That's what's happening here, but it happens.
Bringing out the handy-dandy towel to clean it up. Both of these teams playing really hard. That just shows right there. I mean, this is a hard game. Don't want to cause anybody to fall and, of course, get injured. So
I could have used a volleyball game when I spilled that drink earlier today. There's always like 18 towels always ready to go. I had to search through like 3 baskets to find one.
Hit Johnston getting a piece. Kind of an awkward position under the net. Good job from both of these teams. Ball in play, Lauren Schussler. Katie Wolf, that one's flying over to the bench. And somebody gets a souvenir to take home.
to return, I mean, immediately. But it was their fans were excited. They were pumped to catch it and then immediately gave it back. But
they
it's
were
all
ready.
Right.
Hey, it looks like the guy in the green shirt over there is ready to make the play to hit it back in. So we have the fans getting involved. 10-6 game.
It's like as a kid, you catch that fish and you're so excited. You know, maybe your dad didn't tell you it's still the bait on the line, but then you catch it and then your dad immediately tosses it back and you don't understand it's not in season thing. You're just like, Daddy, I wanted to frame that.
Right.
You mount it and you're like, son, first off, I don't think we can even get that fish home. It might be the pinfish, darn.
Skylar Johnston with a big catch right there and the kill. 10-7, 3-point game.
Got a volleyball. Now throw it back.
That's right. Skylar Johnston. Once again, the Commodores restarting. Hard hit and an amazing play on the other side. Coming for number 23, Allie Green.
Great job right there. And one name I'm not going to say because everybody, incredible season, leads the team in points, and not even by a close margin, is what we've seen from Dana Aguilera. 336 points for the team, but been a little silent in this one. That's not a knock on her, just saying that they've had other players step up, but we haven't mentioned Aguilera as much as a lot of the broadcasts.
No, not as much as yesterday for sure. She's been in the game all over the place making plays.
Yeah,
but
she's
not
doing
really
a great job. I mean, she's out there, but it just, when you lead the team and one of the best teams in the nation, top team in the state, and you're out there, usually every other play you're being mentioned.
Absolutely right. And a hard hit. Lauren Schussler back it over. Lee with the hit for the Pirates. Solid hit. Oh my word. And that was hard right there, that play was. It almost went under the net, or over rather. Hit up against it and fell.
Unofficial terminology, backwards magic almost.
Yeah,
came
backwards
through on
magic.
That, yes.
Say Chad Brilliante special
that
right there.
Not, yes. Don't Google that. I don't know what you'll get. Campfire is actually a real thing. That's a backwards magic. All of a sudden, some magician popping up on your screen.
Well, we hope. 11-9.
I don't know what's going to happen. Just don't.
Points for the Commodores, 11-10.
You better have backward magic on your phone or device to get out of that site.
Melanie Salazar will take the points. Salazar's back. Sit across. Maddie Meir for the Schussler. Barden with the kill. 12-10. Pirates leading by 2. We've seen it. I mean, this is a similar story to the first 2 sets. Just back and forth start, even towards the middle.
The resilience of this Pirate team. I mean, Gulf Coast, we said this, they're not going away. This is the team coming in as the number 1, but Pirates will not allow them to get on those runs that we've seen, those extended runs that they're so good at.
Schussler setting it up. A good one. Going to get to the other side. Once again, good one with the hit. So much more solid of a second shot. 13-10. Pirate advantage.
And I looked up a set earlier where in those 12 games, when you said the 4 games when they won 3 sets, in the 12-0 in those sets, they had 5 runs of 10 points or more, the Commodores, against their opponents. In this game, the longest streak they've had, 3 points.
Unbelievable. They get a point right back. The Commodores, 13-11, knocks it back down to 2. Excellent play. 15 heading back for the Lady Commodores. That is Peyton Myers, who I felt like I have not said her name much at all. She serves it across. Maddie Goodwin is it over towards the middle. Schussler setting it up. Barden with the hit. That one's in. Hits the back corner. And the points for the Pirates is 14-11.
Big shot there for the Pirates. Well, you talked about Peyton Myers, a freshman defensive specialist coming in here. And that's because she only had 19 points throughout the season. But when she's called on, and this is coach, hey, let's put a new player out there, try to change things up. We're in a game. We're in a, as we said, uncharted territories for them. For a team that hasn't lost a game in the regular season. They went 12-0 in sets in the last 4 games and 14-0 in conference play throughout the year. Number 5 in the nation. We've mentioned these things, but so, this is new. They're saying, okay, and what do you do as they're rallied around? You can see, Coach Allen's been there. This is both these teams, well, Coach, really in this tournament, the reason they're here, Aubrey, we've seen some incredible coaching.
Yeah, definitely from both sides so far.
Not the only reason. The players are good too.
Yeah, a million%. I mean, Coach Allen, coming in with this mentality from the Air Force, as we said, with discipline, and, it's just both of these teams are so well coached and just 2 hard-fought games. I just want to say this as well, early on in the season. Yeah, I mean, PSC lost to Gulf Coast 3-0 in those first 2 games. But PSC fought hard at every single one of those games. They stayed in it. They fought really hard, and they remembered that all throughout the year to get them to this moment.
Yeah, and Coach Allen just gave a speech that I was listening in, and then he let the ladies talk it over as a team. And it looked to me, I was just trying to read his lips, and he's a big guy, so you can see him across, but very similar to when Coach Pete Shinnick, the UWF, they were undefeated. They'd won 20 straight games coming off a national title, and they found themselves down 35 to 10 at halftime, and he said, look, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to continue, you worked all the season to get to this point. He goes, it's up to you guys. It's on you now. Like, you've done the work. You've been there. You know what to do. He goes, man, you guys talk it over, and if you want to come back out in the second half, they scored 28 straight points and won the game. But it wasn't a, hey, this is the X's and O's. It was a, look, you guys are only 11 points away from everything you worked on, 14-0 conference play. It's 5 months of grueling activity, Aubrey. It's on you now. Go out there and play the game that you know exactly how to play.
Back and forth, 3rd set. Aguilera scoring the last point for the Commodores. Maddie Goodwin. Hit across. That one flies out of play. Excellent discipline in the back from Katie Wolf.
And that was a great play right there. When you talk about Katie Wolf has really stepped up, and we talked about already how she's gone out there and been able to have on the attack now 19 different kills. This is, I mean, she's just been amazing the entire game, and really this entire tournament.
It's going to fly out. McDaniels was the one serving. That is Olivia McDaniels. Flies out of play, 15-13. 2-point game, and Pirates, man, I'm telling you, they're just playing hard, and these are the best 2 games I've seen them play all year calling their games.
Yeah, rare mistake there on the fault in the serve. We haven't seen that too much. Only the second time today, or the third time today from Pirates.
DeRosa once again sends this one out of play. I believe that's her second time of hitting that one out of play. Goodwin will head back. Yeah, usually, when Olivia McDaniel goes in to serve, she doesn't miss. You don't see it much, and I didn't see it much all year. Very rare for her. DeRosa setting this one up to Johnston. The strong play at the net. Riley Carter on defense, making it rain for the Pirates.
That was a great play. That was perfectly set up. The set, you had your perfect setter right there in Gianna DeRosa, who has been the catalyst, just like Schuster is for Pensacola State. It was set up, somebody that is just so skilled at the net in Skylar Johnston. We've seen that tonight once again.
Strong play at the net from the Pirates. Schuster with the set. And the deflection. The point for the Pirates. Last hit off of number 7, Katie Wolf. The Pirate fans are electric.
What a great game. Riley Carter, I'll tell you what an incredible. Riley Carter and Katie Wolf. Yesterday we talked about Maddie Goodwin and the way that she came out. Katie Wolf and Riley Carter at the net, they needed that just being able to dominate the presence, saying, hey, nothing easy is going to come today. And that's what they've done on both sides.
18-13. Johnston towards the center. Maddie Meir. It back to Maddie Goodwin, who tries to tip it over. I think that was the right play. It just was a little short. And, I just want to bring this up. Riley Carter, watching her last year, watching the player that she's become from year to year, it's just impressive. And that's the great part about, college sports in general. You can watch these athletes when they're first starting out, and it just completely changes over time. They become better and better players and teammates.
Absolutely.
18-15. Number 1, Dana Aguilera is back. Schuster with the set. Riley Carter hits it hard. A catch by them, and it will hit the floor. Last touched off of Goodwin. And answering back is the Commodores.
And that was Peyton Myers. Peyton is somebody that, Coach saw that really Pensacola State has dominated at the net. When it comes to the attacks, they've been able to come back defensively. And that was one where you bring in somebody, Peyton Myers, clearly, once again, somebody that has practiced this, and when it comes to kills, one of the better players.
Aguilera hits it across. Riley Carter with the hit. This one moves over. It's going out of play. Excellent play by McDaniels. Katie Wolf with the hit. That one flies out. And they cut it down to a 1-point game, 18-17. Timeout is called, and we'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching live on the Pensacola State College Pirate Network. We'll be right back right after the break. Back live in Hartselle Arena. And set number 3, 18-17, Pirates with the lead. Riley Carter with the hit. It hits off the net. And tying it up now is the Lady Commodores. Commodores undefeated in conference play. Won their game yesterday, 3-1. Now they're behind 2-0 against the Pirates.
Well, and you're looking at a team right now that, they're changing up their lineup. 2 of their 3 leading scorers, Kaya Colston and then Cece Worsham, they're on the bench right now. And the thing is, it's because of what they do best has been protected at the net. They're so good coming across and finishing those kills. And so far, the change in Pensacola State's roster to put really Riley Carter and Katie Wolf, 2 6-footers up front, has been the difference.
And like you said, Riley Carter with the hit, and my goodness, the coach for Gulf Coast, Scott Allen, unhappy with the head official. That was a hard hit back over. Head official and Coach Allen going back and forth. He's not happy. I think he wanted illegal contact called on the Pirates, and it was not called. 19-18 Pirates lead. And the momentum, you can feel the shift. And Riley Carter hitting that stanky leg once again as she heads back to serve.
Yeah, this has been what a great performance. Not only, like we said, by the Pirates on the floor, but just being able to, the coaching staff, the Coach Gandolfo, of noticing things to be able to change their lineups around to defend the net.
One flies out of play, off the deflection. The points going to the Lady Commodores. It's 20-19. Set number 3. Pirates winning the first 2 sets if you're just tuning in, 25-21. I want to welcome you watching live the 2024 NJCAA South Atlantic District Championship with Pensacola State College and the Lady Commodores of Gulf Coast State. Johnston across the board. Schussler with the set. Katie Wolf with the hit, and it flies out. Pirates 21-19 lead.
Katie Wolf again. You know, everybody can have the story within the story, and this has been a valiant team effort across the board. Yesterday, Maddie Goodwin stood out immediately, and what she did, an incredible game. Today, you know, if I had to pick an MVP so far in this game, the way Katie Wolf has played, the whole entire team deserves it, but Katie Wolf has really come out incredible in this one.
Maddie Meir there and waiting. Off the hit, the strong play at the net from 15 and 32. That is Kyra Reynolds. And Peyton Myers, as we said, making some plays as she's coming in here at set number 3.
It feels like if you're watching this from either here or you're watching on PirateNetwork.live, there's just so much energy and the emotion. Pirates, that they're dominating this set. It's a 1-point game. That's how good this Commodore team is. They're not going to go away, even though if you look at their bench, every one of them their face is like, we haven't seen this all season long, and they're still only down 1 point right now.
Melanie Salazar, back for the Lady Commodores. Schussler setting it up at the block from 32. Kyra Reynolds making a big play at the net.
Yeah, and a little taste of what the Pirates have been giving them all night. And, you know, we talked about the dominance at the net between Riley Carter and Katie Wolf. Well, Kyra Reynolds for coming back into the game. You know, she was rotated out. They brought in Peyton Myers, and now coming back in, Kyra Reynolds coming up with a huge play.
Katie Wolf with the hit, another block at the net from 32. Kyra Reynolds, back-to-back plays for her. And I'm not sure if, that was her making, it's probably a mixture of both. Her making the play, also the net getting in the way. Timeout called by the Pirates. We're going to take a quick timeout as well. 22-21, Commodores have the lead. We'll be right back right after the break. Back live for the Pirate Network. just a reminder, after the game, we will have the award ceremony, so stick around and tune in to that. Either of these teams. Maddie Meir. Solid hit from Katie Wolf. And it flies out of play, and they said that one's in. It's hard to tell from here, and that was a tough one.
Ricocheted off to that in the angle, but noticing Gulf Coast going with a new lineup here, you have Jaden Pop, and you also have Peyton Myers, who came in. Pop and Myers throughout the season really only combined for 43 points. They didn't play a lot, but coach changing things up in a crucial situation, and it's worked out so far.
Very interesting indeed. Seeing how both of these teams adjust. The Commodores with the lead by 2. That one flies out of play, but off the tip. The Pirates will take the points. 23-22 now. Commodores with only the 1-point lead. Coach Gandolfo on Lee and Barden over. Having a quick discussion of the game plan here. Back for the Pirates is the freshman Katie Wolf. Wolf with the hit. Aguilera sending it towards the middle. Over. Good one. With a solid hit. That one flies out of play. The Pirates are tying it up. 23-all.
Big play. And to talk about, we were talking about the lineup changes. You have a Commodore team right now that out of the 6 starters out on the court, and there's rotations, we get that, but before that last rotation, only 2 of the 6 starters were out in the court in this situation. It just goes to show you changing things up and finding that roster made it work. But Pirates answering right back.
Katie Wolf with the hit. Moving across court. Maddie Meir. Danielle Lee gets a piece of it. Moves it over, and the points for the Commodores.
Nice play there. Jaden Pop, the freshman coming in from Chipley, Florida.
Jaden Pop making the play. 24-23. Such a tight game here at set 3. Pirates up on the sets 2-0. Team back. Peyton Myers. That's it. And a strong hit. Maddie Goodwin putting it right on the line.
That is the shot right there. You know, there's a couple, like we said, CeCe Worship, just the skill set of when she gets that kill on the other side. Same thing with Maddie Goodwin. There's, you know, every team has that one player that you watch and you're like, whoo, everybody. It's not even, you don't say anything, you make that noise. You're like, whoo,
yeah, exactly.
Like that.
24-all. Just a reminder, they have to win by 2. Both of these teams, Meir doing a great job. Schussler with the set. Riley Carter, the ball hits the floor. Riley Carter with the point.
And that was what a great point going back and forth. The advantage, once it gets to the net, the advantage is on the Pirates. They're protecting the net. Really, the only person at the net in the situation on the rotation is Kyra Reynolds right now. And at that point, they had nobody to protect it. So opening up the floor, and there was really not much the defense could do at that point. Reynolds had the chance at a shot in the back, but a great job by Katie Wolf keeping it alive.
Barely flies out of play.
Wow.
Barely flies.
Set point right there. It happened so quickly there. Or maybe I was just talking over the point. I apologize.
No, it's completely fine. That was a close one. Everybody, both benches were surrounding, just felt like a laser beam pointing right at the ball, and it was probably a foot off.
One of those 800 towels has calmed us down a little now. Tied 25-20.
25-all.
It's like a Bed Bath & Beyond around the court.
That's right. Schussler setting it up. Riley Carter. Sit back over. Aguilera hard hit, and there she goes with the point. And we have not talked a lot for Dana Aguilera, and she makes a big play there.
And she's led this team throughout the season almost by 70 points to Worsham and Colston, second on the team.
Langley with the serve. Schussler on the set. Maddie Goodwin with the hit off the deflection. Pirates points, and they tie it back up. 26-all. What a set 3 this has been. Olivia McDaniel checking back in. to the game, and she will head back to serve.
And that was one of those rare moments. Maddie Meyer found herself at the net having a chance, but she's been a leader, that libero for a reason, and had a chance. It came up huge.
Hard hit, and that one flies out of play. And as we said, Gulf Coast giving the Pirates a little bit of taste of their own medicine there.
Great plays on both sides. Perfect timing from both Carter and also Schuster on the jump, but the difference, or Schuster, but on the other side, just the power coming off the net, taking it out of bounds. Could have got, it's one of those 50-50 balls, and the Commodores have a chance right now to get their first set with a point here.
27-26, the tough play made by Mir. And it back across court. Pirates able to keep it up. McDaniels with the hit, and the point from Lauren Schuster.
And it's incredible. Wow, a moment where finally, and that was she would have, honestly, she's the kind of player that if that was the first touch, she would have, or second touch, she would have been happy to set that. But it was the third. She had to hit it over, and guess what? She says, I don't get too many of these when I'm 60% of the sets on your team, but she took advantage of it.
She did. And my goodness, ice in her veins, no doubt about it. What a clutch play that was from Lauren Schuster. And I described her as kind of like Tim Duncan, and that was a Tim Duncan-esque moment right there, like making the big play when it matters. Play across. Schuster with the set. Katie Wolf with the hit. It's flying back. 27-all for both of these teams. Maddie Mir with the hit. Katie Wolf cross court. DeRosa setting it up. Hidden over. Excellent play by Maddie Mir once again. This volley back and forth. That one flies out of play. Pirates, no! They're going to say it was tipped. Tipped off the hands of Maddie Goodwin, 28-27. Pirates thought they had the points.
No argument from the team. Look at Pensacola State. They've got a very tall roster out there right now. So they know the Commodores are on the attack. They have 3 or 4 players setting up perfect timing, but they're on net protection right now with this lineup.
Absolutely. Katie Wolf. The hit is that one will go over. Lauren Schuster setting it up. Riley Carter. Big play.
Well, and turning defense into offense. As I said, net protection. You had 3. Commodores are only dropping 1 to the net. They're staying back. They're using those rotations and the energy. They're great on the set, attack, kill. You had Pensacola waiting, and when they finally got that opportunity, now you got a bunch of six-footers at the net, can see over, and got a perfect view of that back corner for the shot.
28
and executed too.
28-all for both of these teams. Olivia McDaniel with the hit. 14. Johnston able to take the points for the Commodores. Skylar Johnston, the freshman. Quick substitution as they take their defensive specialist, Morgan Langley, off the floor. 29-28 here in set 3. Wow. Huge play from Lauren Schuster to lay out. Hidden over. Tough play at the net. That one's going to bounce around, and the Commodores get the set for set number 3. And teams will switch sides. 30-28. What a set 3.
What an incredible set right there. And, I know the fans here, being part of Pensacola State broadcast throughout the year. Aubrey, I know that this is on the Pirate Network.live, but in a tournament like this, we're here to make sure to do a broadcast that is fair and equal for both sides. And like the energy levels, it's, sit back and watching this. I'm excited that this game is still continuing, that we still have an opportunity to watch great volleyball because, man, this has been a good game. And at the beginning, we did say how it was going to be coming down to 1 or 2 points pretty much every set. In the second set, Pensacola State pulled away, but you knew the resilience of that Gulf Coast team. And really also key in on great coaching. The players did it, but you had Scott Allen make 2 decisions to put players in there that hadn't played much of the season. 2 freshmen coming in there, Jaden Pop, they put in Peyton Myers, made some changes and shook up the roster. And look, the energy levels changed. They got on that run, and the next thing you know, they're able to pull out the victory. We're going to see, though, it's going to be a great 4-set to see what happens here. I'm excited.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Pirates respond back after that third set. After winning the first two, it was really back and forth. I mean, like you said earlier, it felt like in the third set the vibe was the Pirates were just dominating. But Gulf Coast, they stuck with them. They stuck with them. That's the thing about this Gulf Coast team is they just will not go away. They're used to dominating teams, and it was interesting to see how they responded there, and they responded well. It is 2-1 game. PSC now with the lead heading into set number 4.
Well, now for the first time, we'll see how Pensacola State responds. I mean, they've been in this situation. It's sort of reverse roles throughout the year, but, hey, this is going to be one heck of a game, and, man, it's so close. And some of those shots, too, that they're making look easy, those aren't easy shots. I mean, there was a few there from Katie Wolf in that one where she was 5 or 6 feet away from the net. I mean, in the back court, and she came across perfect spike in a perfect situation right there in that back outside hitter position. It just, they're making what is really tough to do look easy out there.
Definitely so. And, you know, looking at this Pensacola State College team, a lot of light-up movements and everything, but Riley Carter, that third set, able to make a ton of plays defensively.
Yeah.
She stepped up big time in set number 3. So we are looking out on the floor, and we see the Pirates already back out there and ready. Both teams switch sides. Gulf Coast heading right back out there as well.
And we learned they switch sides, making sure to do the counterclockwise turn.
Yes.
You got to do that. It's part of the rules.
Absolutely.
Officials are very adamant about that. They made sure to
they
crowd
are
control out there.
You saw it right after. I mean, the head official walked up and was like, all right, you've got to walk counterclockwise.
They went to celebrate the bench that was no longer their bench. You know,
that's right.
Since they switched, but yeah.
No doubt, as the Pirates are back out on the floor, actually getting a last-minute discussion with the girls here. And, you know, both of these teams, man, just so well coached, as we said before, but even coaching themselves over there on the side. We've seen it from both sides.
I loved what Coach Allen did. Look, when you we're watching a 2.5-hour volleyball game. Now, anybody that's played sports growing up, and a lot of the people back home watching on the network, parents, family, friends, they've been here before in some type of sport or some type of situation where you know the work that both these teams have put in throughout the season to get here. And this isn't a, hey, rest it off and come back tomorrow. It's over. I mean, everything, and that hurts so much for, especially if you're some of the sophomores that think about going 5 or 6 months and not losing one game in conference play, not losing a game in 3.5 months, and then to have a situation where you find yourself 1 point away and coaches made a couple decisions where players like CeCe Worsham, who are so used to being out there, are now on the bench, which is okay. They're all great teammates. Volleyball players, they're all supporting every one of these players. But the coach walks up and he says, hey, you've done this before. You know he didn't have to draw up a playbook. He just said, you know what? This is up to you. At this point, you know what you need to do. Whether or not you want to go out there and get it done is up to you. And you knew it wasn't going to be easy because Pensacola State is playing incredible volleyball right now.
Yes, they are. Schussler with the first point of set number 4. And the points for the Pirates as that one flies out of play. Wow. 2-0 start for Pensacola State. Exactly what they needed after tough loss last set. And we thought a few times PSC was going to pull away. Commodores sticking with them. And there's an ace. You like that, 3-0 start.
Ace, and then they got, as you said, the stanky leg dance right there. It's
When's the last time you've done the stanky leg, Chad?
That was what my soccer kick used to be called back in the day. It wasn't a dance. It was just the kick. That one flies out of play.
Touched off of Lord Schussler. Is 3-1 is the point total here at set number 4. 2-1 lead for the Pirates. Gulf Coast serves it across. Reese Barden takes the points for the Pirates. 4-1 is the score.
Coach Gandolfo over there is having such a blast. I mean, She is usually, the energy levels in both these teams. You're seeing it felt like it switched. Like after this one, coming into this, it was almost like, the Commodores are back in control. They're losing 2-1 right now in sets, but the difference is the Pirates. They're just playing a brand of volleyball that we've seen, and you broadcast them all year. They're playing at such a high level right now, and you can see the energy levels, the way that they're rotating the ball, and also they found that, I guess you could say, they're changing up right now. This is one of the shorter lineups they have out here. So they're rotating out, but earlier, right there with Riley Carter and Katie Wolf at the net, really found a way to be able to take away those kills at the net.
100% excellent set from Schussler, and what a play by the Commodores. A back and forth play, and the points for the Commodores. They were waiting for it. They were like, it's ours. Come on, give it to us. It's a 5-2 game.
That was the right call.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
was.
The shot was out of bounds from the Pirates, and they were looking for a tip there.
Yes, it was. And Morgan Langley on that dig, able to keep the ball alive. She's done that quite a few times, and did a great job from the defensive specialist position. Maddie Goodwin. And the hit. And the points for the Commodores.
I got distracted. There was a girl about my daughter's age that was bringing popcorn, and it looked like she was coming towards the booth up here. And it was not. It was her popcorn. It's like,
you're getting excited. You're like, hey, is that coming to me?
It's exactly what we need to add to the broadcast.
Right.
We just,
6-3 after the points of Pirates with the advantage. Maddie Meir back. With a solid hit. That one is in. And an ace right on the line. Aguilera not liking it. Pirates will take the point.
It was an inch away from her, the line judge making the call. So
she called it, not us. Yep. 7-3. That's what we'll say. She called it. Yeah. 7-3. Maddie Meir back to serve again. Ace on the last serve. Set as they're moving it over. Hits off the hands of Schussler and flies out of play. Point for the Commodores.
And if anybody's ever watched any of the Pirate Network Live, you do an incredible job with the broadcast. And Jamie, you would think he has 19 hands back there with but we're so used to watching like Wimbledon on ESPN and that now where they can zoom in on whether it's out, and you like the John McEnroe argument days. Now you're arguing with the computer and it's not as fun. Yeah.
Katie Wolf, hard hit, hits it up against the net. Aguilera. Maddie Goodwin. This is it across towards the middle. The Rosa off the Johnston, making the play is Katie Wolf. Maddie Meir, big play across the net. Rosa on the set. Aguilera just softly hits it over. Like I said, last touched off the Pirates. That was the right call there. It was close. I mean, from this angle, it's hard to tell whether they actually even got a hand on that or not. The points will go for the Commodores, and DeRosa's back. 7-5 game. Schussler setting it up. And the points for Riley Carter at the net.
Riley Carter, phenomenal game. Yesterday, she was able to have 7 kills on 12 chances. One of the higher percentages on the team. Now, today, she's come in and already she has 13 kills and has played a phenomenal game. Like we said, Katie Wolf, Riley Carter. What was different today than what we've seen in some of the other games? Katie Wolf and Riley Carter dominating at the net.
Maddie Goodwin. Send it across court and will take the points in the kill. 9-5. Pirates advantage. Feels like, I don't want to say it too quickly, but the Pirates do feel like they have a ton of momentum here. It's interesting to see how teams respond after an emotional set like the last one. It just seems like Coach Gandolfo really just told her girls, hey, listen, we're in the driver's seat. Let's just be us. Let's play like us. So they're cleaning the court up right quick.
I mean, towels come from everywhere.
I know. I heard a lot of yelling, too. I was like, what's going on? Olivia McDaniel. Across the net. DeRosa setting it up. And this is a perfect play from number 1, Dana Aguilera. She's showing up when they need her. It's 9-6. Team checking back into the game. Peyton Myers, who we said earlier on, hasn't had a lot of playing time all year. Stepping back out on the floor. Dana Aguilera is back. 9-6 game here in set 4.
Line judge says we have 3 extra towels. Why don't we use them?
Yeah.
So,
let's give them a roll.
ready to go.
Riley Carter, strong hit at the net. Schussler setting it up. Riley Carter, hard hit! And the point! The Schussler, the Carter combination equals a point.
It looks so, they make it look so easy. It honestly, those are the plays in practice that you do without another team that isn't number 1 in the state on the other side coming at you. They make that look, what is not easy, they're making look easy today.
10-6 is your score. Sending it up, Katie Wolf. Sending it towards the middle. Excellent play from number 8, Morgan Langley. Pirates with the ball. Hard hit, and it deflects out of play. Hard to control that one. Riley Carter making the play.
Well, and also, I want to point out, Olivia McDaniel has checked in and has had a huge impact on this game. And, you know, and that's the thing, is when you're talking about on the attack, usually the set is the second shot. So it's usually started off by what is a good dig or a nice play, usually Maddie Muir throughout the season. But you're looking at a situation where both Olivia McDaniel and on the other side you have somebody that is used to being on the attack in Maddie Goodwin, who have done a great job on that mid-blocker, outside hitter positions in the back. So, you know, yes, takes nothing away from what Schussler, what Riley Carter, Katie Wolf have done at the net. But I'm talking about it has to start from somewhere. You know, and you know, it's one of those that if they don't get it in the right position for Schussler, it's not going to be the perfect setup. Now, all of a sudden, Carter's 2 feet farther back of the net, and then she has to pop one over in more of a dink than on the attack and kill. So it's just, they're executing so flawlessly. And like I said, you broadcasted throughout the year, so you understand this, but just looking at the stats, coming in here and looking at this game, from the eye, you almost go, how did this team all season long get dominated by the other? I mean, these are equally matched teams, and so far the Commodores have had their number all season long. But today, the Pirates came to play.
No doubt about it. In sports in general, man, I mean, we always say in football it's hard to beat a team twice, but beating a team 3 times, really difficult. Maddie Muir setting it up for Katie Wolf. Rosa set up there, and did not go the way they wanted it. Excellent play, though, to keep it alive. Good one in Muir. Johnston with a strong hit. That one's out of play. Pirates take the points. They have the 6-point advantage, 12-6. And if I'm not mistaken, Chad, you can correct me on this. I think this is the largest point lead the Pirates have had within a set. Is that right? 6 points?
They have. And right now, you know, Coach is trying to find that lineup that, you know, at one point helped to win set 3. But you have CeCe Worsham, you have Kyra Reynolds, 2 of their leading scorers out there on the bench. And I'm not saying that it's Coach. The decision Coach made in set 3 is one of the reasons they came back and were able to take that set. So one of the best coaches in the country. But you know, he's clearly seeing things. He's trying to find that lineup. I mean, we're 4 sets in, and a team that's usually poised and knows exactly what they're having stored. This is something new to them. They're trying to still find that lineup to be able to figure out what Pensacola State's throwing at them, because this is incredible what Pensacola State's playing. I've had a chance to watch a lot of volleyball, and what they're doing from a coaching standpoint, a rotation standpoint, and a change of lineup standpoint, blocking the net and changing the tempo of the game, has been done at such a high level. I don't know. This is not me in any way being biased towards the Pirate Network. It's just in general what I'm seeing out here. It truly has been a joy to watch on both sides. And to show that the Commodores are still only right there in this game shows how good of a team this is.
14-7 is your score. Pirates with the advantage. Riley Carter back, who I will say has been one of the stars for sure in this game. That's in all day, and it is called in. Pirates take the points and the ace. Can't pinpoint it better than that. Yeah. Right on the corner.
Yeah, and the reason I'm bringing this up in sports, for the folks out there that might be just watching, maybe just go, hey, Pirates are just a good team playing a good game. Well, yeah, but they got beat 6-0 by the opponent's cross. And if you say that, and then what you've seen here today, it all makes a little more sense of what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? It is like to be able to come out and play this good, almost sweeping them 3-0 in sets, almost, and then coming right back out after the momentum shifts back to a #1 seed, and to be able to come right back and take an 8-point lead in set 4, this is not normal. This doesn't usually, patterns in sports, this doesn't usually work out this way, It's something that's rare in sports. I mean, we see it at all levels. If in football, Tom Brady comes back from 28-3, I'm just bringing up a random name maybe, and then he comes back, you expect them to have the momentum. What Pensacola State's doing is like if Atlanta just said, it's okay, and then just went out and scored on a 90-yard drive. Like, that doesn't usually happen in sports. What they've done is they're just playing a brand right now from every level. Their coaching staff, their players, their rotation, and not one player. Because throughout the season, we said, yesterday it was the Maddie Goodwin show. It was Maddie Meir. Those two have been, this game, Katie Wolf, Riley Carter at the net. The sets from Lauren Schussler. Yes. But it's been entire, and when they come out, Danielle Lee has not missed a beat. And like I said, it's things I see from an analytical standpoint that usually you don't get to sit back and watch because you're doing a great job on the play-by-play. Appreciate it. You get to sit back and sort of relax. Yesterday, first game I started, hopefully you guys weren't tuning the first 5 minutes. I didn't even have a roster. So today has been, like I said, I've really enjoyed watching this game on both sides and both these teams. Man, what a treat.
Absolutely. Enjoyed having you up here, Chad. It's been an honor,
man.
But
I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm being serious, man. It's been excellent having you here, having you break down these games. I'm talking to myself up here a lot, so Katie Wolf sends it across the net, and the points for the Pirates, 16-7. Oh, man. You can just feel the momentum's just all one side, and Gulf Coast trying to put it together as an emotional last set. Riley Carter back for the Pirates. Another great serve. Is it with the set? That one's back. Another mistake, and that's something else we're seeing in this set. I just want to point this out. 17-7. We've seen a lot of mistakes in this set made by the Commodores.
This isn't the normal Commodore team that we've seen. I mean, and there's still 8 more points. The possibility of wow,
unbelievable.
But that's a play, for instance, that we have seen Gianna DeRosa set up Kyra Reynolds probably 30 times in this tournament. And we haven't seen, I mean, we've seen a block or a long shot, things like that, but we haven't seen it into the net from a 6'1", one of the best leapers, one of the best at the net on the attack and kill. And it just...
Strong hit as Libby McDaniel will take it. Katie Wolf hard on the other side. DeRosa off the set. Cross court, that one's out of play. Pirates points, and they'll take it. Wow. It's just all the momentum's on one side. Riley Carter once again heading back. Since she's been serving, she just had 2 aces. So, 19-7. Pirates advantage. Across the net. Schussler setting it up. Katie Wolf with the kill. The Pirates are fired up. The fans and the players.
Great setup, and that's just that's just an incredible shot. I mean, that's
CeCe Worsham checking back in, one of the leaders of this Gulf Coast team. Riley Carter back at the net, serves it over. Solid hit. That is called in right on the line. We get a point back to the Commodores, and head coach Scott Allen Really encouraging his team. Keeping the emotions high here.
Seems like a really not only great coach but a great person. It just, I mean, I don't personally know what, you know, after this broadcast what he, but I mean, it just seems the way that he is, the respect he has for his players, you know, and it's.
Schussler on the set, and the block at the net, as they say.
And then you got Coach Gandolfo over here, who is just smiling, and she's got the ball right now. She's like, I want to play. She just, and you know what? Because what she's seeing is she puts so much work. Coaches don't sleep, especially this time of year. You know that. I mean, but she hasn't slept. She's going through she's watching, and it's all working out. And when execution, when details, and when you watch a team, and it all comes together, God, that's cool from a coaching standpoint.
21-8. You're in set 4. Pirates at the net. That one falls over. Excellent job by Katie Wolf, playing strong at the net, but also just allowing the ball to fall out of play.
One of the most respected leaders I ever met, he said one time to me, he said, a leader doesn't ever have to say anything or boast. All he has to do is he is shown by the people underneath him and what they accomplish. You know, not what he accomplishes, what his team accomplishes underneath him. And I remember that. It was a long time ago. Don't remember everything these days, but remember that. And what we're seeing here is you see a team, and I'm not saying this one's over. I'm just trying to say, though, you have a team that Coach Gandolfo comes in. She's at home. They're the 2 seed. They've been beat 6-0 by this Commodore team. They're clearly the one coming into this. And they look at video. They watch the game. They change rosters. They had injuries. They had all this happen. And then guess what happens? They come out here in the one matchup they have against him, and they play and they execute. The players come out to play for the coach, and they give it their all. And the design, everything has been about as good as you can get in a volleyball game.
Hard play to make as that one flies out of play. 23-10. The Pirates are 2 away. 2 away for going back-to-back in their conference championship. Katie Wolf. On the serve, an excellent block at the net. Rosa with a piece. That one falls down. Excellent play at the net by number 3, Reese Barton. 24-10.
Reese Barton was a huge part of yesterday's game. Today, been on rotation because of the dominance of Riley Carter and Katie Wolf at the net. Hasn't had as many shots, but when she has executed. And from Niceville, somebody that down the road here, I know all smiles, and I hope if any of her family or friends are watching, just an incredible player, and there it is.
And that will do it. 25-10 as the game ends. Pensacola State College goes back-to-back. They are the 2024 NJCAA South Atlanta District Champions. Wow, what a game, and what a season it's been for the Pirates. It's just been up and down year. They've ran through some tough stretches, especially against this Gulf Coast team. And this is the first conference loss that they've had all season.
It's both these teams. You've got the conference champions regular season, number 1 seed, a team that, I mean, is so deserving of everything for what they've been able to accomplish. And then on the other side, you have a squad in Pensacola State that, you know, like I said, you coming into this game and never won a set against that team in 2 straight matchups, 6 sets, and you came out here and you dominated. I mean, I know this sounds, I don't do this, you've worked with me before, this is not normal, but I always love in sports, being a sports broadcaster for 20 years and watching, one of my favorite parts of sports is watching somebody in their sport, and we see it in golf where the guy makes 7 straight birdies and wins a tournament, things like that, where you see a team just get into a zone and you go, wow. You know, the Dodgers in the World Series where they went back-to-back-to-back home runs and to start the game, and you're like, dude, that's cool. Like, and everything, when you see that, you become almost a kid going to the games with your dad again to say, this is cool to watch. And we knew, and I'm not saying it, but you knew at about 18-9, we started talking about how this one, and you saw the faces of that Pensacola State's just not going to let down. They're not going to let down. They're playing a brand of volleyball right now that's just that we haven't seen all year, and it was in front of their fan base, and awesome job. But that takes nothing away from what was not only an incredible season, one of the best seasons you can have from a volleyball team. And for all the Commodore fans out there listening, it was a treat to watch this team, and gosh, what a season. I did not get to see the 4 or 5 month span, but stats speak for themselves. And when you were 14-0 in conference play, you hadn't lost a set in the regular season in almost 2 months.
I mean, it was pure domination for the Commodores.
Yeah.
It just, there's no other way to put it. And I hate to say this because, you know, you really don't want to, but it's the truth. I mean, coming into the game, the Pirates were the underdogs.
They had to be. I mean, they had to be.
I mean, they were down 6-0 over the last two, and how they showed up over the last 2 days and their different lineups that they showed, that was the key. Playing tall up front completely changed the game for the Pirates.
Yeah, and we always say there's some days where it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's on the court. A team's going to win. It happens at every level where we always just say, yeah, on this day nobody was going to beat that team. I mean, and that was the type of game. And we thought the possibility, and there are patterns in sports that usually go together. You know, when a team builds a momentum, there was no such thing to Pensacola State once the Gulf Coast took that game. The excitement, they celebrated as they should have, like they won the match. And they never, even when they win the match, they don't celebrate usually like that because they know they're going to win them. I mean, I'm not saying it, they know how good they are, so they haven't had to celebrate like that. But to be in a situation where you're seeing a team that goes out there, they won such a hard-fought third set, and then to just be dominated in the fourth set like they were by this Pensacola State team, that's so rare. That is a rare thing to see a team flip the script so good. And they flipped the script against the team that was supposed to be the better team. That's the thing, is usually when the team coming in that is the favorite finally gets that momentum in every sport, they keep it. You know what I mean? When we saw it earlier this year when Vanderbilt and Alabama played football. Yes. I'll bring that up because, you know, Alabama, when they start getting close, people are like, I know, I'm sorry, but you're sitting there going, all right, Alabama's now only down a touchdown. They're winning this game. They've been down. And then Vanderbilt goes right back and picks up 3 third-down conversions, and you go, that's not supposed to happen. Like, everybody, exactly. I mean, let's be real. As a fan, and you know sports, most people were just going, that's not going to happen. I mean, we're going to pick up the first, and we're going to win this game. It's just Vanderbilt. But it didn't. And that's what we saw. And I'm not saying Vanderbilt, Alabama here. These are 2 elite teams. I'm just saying, but it just, that's the kind of, it just, those patterns in sports that aren't supposed to go that way. Pensacola State said, no, thank you. We're winning this one today. An incredible matchup. Such an impressive showing. That sets Pensacola State 20-8 overall. They're out on the floor with their NJCAA South Atlantic District Championship shirts, and rightfully so, taking pictures and all. We're going to just tune in and watch this award ceremony. It's about to start for both of these teams. We'll be right back right after the ceremony.
Would like to thank Pensacola State College for hosting the 2024 FCS Division II Volleyball Championship, and we thank each of you for attending this amazing event. So we give a round of applause for both of our amazing teams here in the championship match. At this time, we're going to declare an award for Rob Kennedy, FCSAAA Athletics Commissioner, and Mike Chandler, Director of Athletics at Gulf Coast State College and FCSAA Division II Volleyball Chair. We would first like to introduce the members of the FCSAA All-Tournament Team. From St. Petersburg College, Rania Meta. From Paso Hernando State College, Elizabeth McDonald. From St. John's River State College, Natalie Rhodes. From Gulf Coast State College, Donna Aguilera. From Pensacola State College, Maddie Mears. From Pensacola State College, Maddie Goodwin. From Pensacola State College, Riley Carter. And finally, from Pensacola State College, Katie Wood. And now to announce the tournament's most outstanding player. From Pensacola State College, number 1, Maddie Mears. Next, the Ken Whitney Award is presented to the head coach of the FCSAA Division II Volleyball Champions. And the 2024 recipient is Patrick and The FCSAA Division II Runners-Up Trophy will now be presented to Gulf Coast State College with head coach Scott Allen. And the 2024 FCSAA Division II and NJCAA South Atlantic District Champions, the Pensacola State College Pirates. Let's meet the players and coaches of our FCSAA champions. When you hear your name called, please step forward to receive your FCSAA champions medallion. Number 1, Maddie Mears. Number 2, Zoe Jackson. Number 3, Reese Barton. Number 5, Marissa Colbier. Number 6, Riley Carter. Number 7, Katie Wolf. Number 8, Dennis David. Number 10, Bruna Marinari. Number 11, Layla Green. Number 12, Maddie Goodwin. Number 15, Olivia McDaniel. Number 16, Lauren Schussler. Number 17, Danielle Lee. Number 18, Jasmine Serrano. Number 20, Sophia Ortiz. And Madison Thompson. And now for your coaches, their products are led by student assistant Lindy Baker. Assistant coach Kiera Potts. And the head coach Patsy Van Once again, let's give a big congratulations to the Pensacola State College Pirates on a great tournament, and good luck at the NJCAA Division II Volleyball Championship in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Once again, we thank you for your attendance at this year's FCSAA Division II Volleyball Championships.
Back live after the awards ceremony. Aubrey Elmore here with you, and Chad Brilliante as well. Chad, what a game it was between both of these teams. I'll tell you, PSC just played a complete game, and that's what it came down to.
You know, they did, and like we said, in a game like this, I know Gulf Coast State doesn't want to hear it because they, having to watch the ceremony is always tough, but there's two winners on the court here today. There's a winner all season long, one of the most respected teams in the nation, undefeated in conference play, 14-0 this year, and like I said, they hadn't lost a set in almost 2.5 months coming into this game. But on the other side, Pensacola State, just an incredible job coming out there, well coached. Everybody stepped up. It was truly a team effort. It was the people we mentioned today. And Riley Carter and Katie Wolf were not the people we mentioned a couple days ago, and not the players that stepped up when Maddie Meir and Maddie Goodwin or Bruno Marinari, we talked about, who didn't have much of a role today, but a huge role early in the season, was one of the top 3 in the country in percentage when it comes to points. So this has been an incredible tournament. I've had a lot of fun, and Aubrey, like I said, really enjoyed. We do our job sometimes, and truthfully, we do a lot of broadcasts. So sometimes there's days we're looking at our watch, and it's like, okay, taking my daughter to the park a little while. This was not that type of day. I actually wanted this match. Every minute of it was enjoyable to see two championship caliber teams battling it out.
No doubt about it. Your Pensacola State College Pirates are the 2024 NJCAA South Atlantic District champions, and they won it here at home, and it went back-to-back. We're going to close things out here as the Pirates are on their way to Grand Rapids after this, playing the NJCAA tournament. That's going to do it from here. I'm Aubrey Elmore on the call. Chad Brilliante here with me, and back in the production booth, Jamie Settle. I hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you next time.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.
Groundbreaking orthopedic care is more than top-rated quality scores, more than leading-edge treatment options, more than world-class care close to home. It's all that and more. Andrews Institute. Groundbreaking care.
This tradition starts early because it's worth getting up for. Home or away, keep your team coming back for more. Bring them together with barbecue. Order Sonny's Catering.